All right. All right. Well, that went well. Around the throat and get out. I can. It's not up to you, you stupid bitch. Logging into my court with that as your screen name. Stop eating.
Oh boy, I'm rolling the dice on this is the right opener.
Uh-oh.
It may say Tuesday.
Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Don't do it. Don't screw it up.
All right. We got a 50-50 chance. Here we go.
Good morning to you also.
Hey, you're an idiot.
Yay! It was the right one. Middleton Wednesday. It is here on We Got a Case. Great to see everybody. Creed, new warning. No warnings. We're good to go. There's a warning for you. Thanks, Flusha.
Flusha doing the Lord's work. I appreciate that. Yeah, I labeled the one Monday, and then I just labeled the other two Middleton. So I'm like, ooh, by the way,
our banners and such, or the branding stuff, definitely.
Yeah, it's like if you don't know, you would never figure it out. So I'm like, oh, so I just try to remember where I'd put it last time. I was like, I think this may be it. Close one. Judge Middleton, though, this is actually someone sent me this, I think last week. It's kind of a little bit of a compilation. I don't know exactly how many cases we've got, but it's a chunk. It's at least 2 or 3. And I appreciate Samantha for sending this over. I don't know what your screen name is, so I'm gonna just go by your given name that was on the email. So yeah, but it seems pretty good. We're gonna watch it, hang out, enjoy some of Middleton's greatness.
Hell yeah, Nima, what you have?
Lunch.
Up with Mr. Hicks. I haven't seen him since. Mr. Falkenstein is here.
Great name.
Falkenstein.
So give me a minute and I'll come back to
somebody missing.
So just hold on for me. Better late than not at all, I always say. And
I apologize for that.
Well, they were both lawyers, Ms. Strong and Ms. Hines, were surprised that they couldn't get a hold of you because you've been pretty good about it. We talked to you when you were in the Branch County Jail and we set things up for today. So let's go back to your case, which is 2480FY. It's charged retail fraud in the first degree. You're here with your attorney, Lori Hines, also present as prosecuting attorney David Marvin. Mr. Marvin, what's the status here?
There was an offer made upstairs in a pending case, and there's an agreement that we were going to hold off, and the offer would remain open. I don't know what it is right now without opening the file, but it doesn't matter because the idea was that this would be bound over, and part of then it would be a global resolution. So my expectation today was
speaking of nice hair, look at Mr. Marvin there. And Mary, I'm sure your hair looks great. Mary Brown.
Yeah, we don't see Mr. Marvin come in as much.
Mary Brown. Shout out.
I think he's having to do a little more work since he lost Deborah Davis.
Yeah, I would say that. I think that's a fair assumption.
This is going to be bound over.
By waiver?
Yes.
Laura, would you step out for a minute and print? Well, do you have a bind over sheet?
He's not waiving, Your Honor.
Oh, he wants his prelim?
Yeah, but now it's 10 after 2. I have, and the court is aware, I have a 3 o'clock and a 3:30.
Just a minute. Yes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well, she's shot out of a cannon, as they say. Plus one.
6. Yeah, because he's come in late. He wasn't there. They had to find him. Now he's late. And it's very upsetting to Sweater Vest. She is not happy.
Nice collar she's got. Sassy to say the least, yes.
And I was ready to go at 1 o'clock.
Yes. You don't get a prelim. You don't get to show up 50 minutes late. All the witnesses leave. You're dicking them around. They're on overtime coming in here to testify about you. You got a sweet plea offer. And if I were you, Mr. Marvin, I'd be inclined to just revoke it. So let's see what we can do here. Nacho
Wi-Fi, long story short, we'll go with what Nicole says. We'll just go with that. There's a little more to the story, but
Some claims of impropriety.
yeah, we'll go with that. That's good enough there.
All alleged.
Kenya, 8 months a member.
I just apologize, Your Honor. I was at work. The rain came in. I'm trying to get this job done so I can get some money so I can get things taken.
The rain came in, Mikey. I can't do my work, Mikey. The rain
Came in
from the sky.
I wonder what kind of work he does that the rain coming in has now dampened his chances of earning income.
I don't know, but that's the excuse we're going with.
And brought up. I didn't realize it was so late, and then
Chris?
my niece came and picked me up, and we got here as soon as I could. I apologize for that.
I had to work, Judge.
Now the problem becomes, my schedule becomes complicated.
Yes.
I have mediations and family law cases
Well, we'll try to find a place.
on the
to put it.
2nd and on the 9th.
I'm thinking about getting a nigga attorney anyways, Your Honor.
All right, this guy's great. Jesus Christ. This lady. I don't blame you, bud. I don't blame you.
Well, she's such a C-word judge. I decided I'm going to, just hire my own. I got that money now. Got some work in before the rain got here. I'll just get a new attorney.
Wow. She didn't even bat an eye. Did you notice that when he said
She
that?
hates this dude.
She could care less. Gary, thank you. Annie Jan, welcome. Steve, good to see you. Glad y'all here.
Gary, where are you?
Gary's in the chat.
Gary.
Hello, TK. Awesome.
In the past for him, and
Yes.
so I'm working on.
Well,
getting-
they would probably appreciate it if you did hire a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Maybe somebody else's problem, but maybe if you have a pain lawyer show up on time.
Yes, sir. But I got a phone coming in the mail. It's a government phone, so it should be.
Look at the face.
I'll give Casey my number and Lori here as soon as you get it.
He's getting a government phone, but he can afford an attorney?
Right.
Yeah.
And getting things called up.
They're mailing it to him, but yeah, you can go out and hire a new attorney. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, he doesn't need this free one. Boy, she is mad. God, she's mad. I hate to be her girlfriend.
Like 3 days.
It's overwhelming, but I got my niece helping me, so it should be resolved by hopefully.
Oh, yeah, this is all on video.
Yep.
So has he seen the video?
No, because he hasn't been in contact
Yeah,
with me
that's
and he
true.
was in jail.
Good
I've
point.
watched the video, Your Honor.
Yeah, we had several witnesses here ready to do this prelim. Yeah, there's a living color video of you.
In living color. That was a great show, by the way. You can't make this shit up. This is like almost watching a TV show, like a sitcom.
It's like we're pranking people. It's it's unreal what's going on.
It's like a couple bickering, or even brother and sister. I can see too.
Good to see you.
Oh.
Trying to steal this refrigerator. Apparently it never got removed.
A refrigerator.
My God.
I never took nothing off, nothing, and removed nothing from anything.
All right.
I went and bought a
Don't say
refrigerator.
more about it.
Okay.
We'll get-
Yes,
so-
I ain't done nothing from nobody,
Yeah,
nowhere, no
the
how.
man's prelim.
She won't even look his way.
I mean,
April 2nd, Ms. Hines is not available.
Can you imagine that little dude trying to move a refrigerator?
He looks like a scrapper, doesn't he?
Oh, wait a minute. They're talking now.
He's professing his love.
And
retail phone.
yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, my Tuesdays,
Okay, well, let's find one that works.
I have the 2nd, I have a mediation, the 9th, I have a mediation, the 16th.
She's such a
16th would be good. I'll be gone that day. It'd be really
Yeah.
good if we could set it in front
The
of you.
23rd, I had status conferences, the
Oh my
30 AM
gosh.
in Washington DC.
Oh my gosh.
I told you, April, today worked. I was ready to go today.
Middleton's about to lose it.
He wants
Oh, he just had to push that anger down inside of him. He
temp
swallowed it.
Can get possession through usage.
Well, that's a different case. That's a different case. Temp, do you want to do an attempt today and then we just take care of it?
Middleton's
Wow. And remember, Middleton said he's got a sweet plea deal offer also on this.
They can't find a day to do it again.
Yeah, she's gonna be in DC at a conference. April's all booked up because she's a
Mediate.
busy woman.
Uh-oh.
Attempt to reach out to Missy, resolve this case, and then you can deal with Katie's case upstairs.
Look at he's got his eyes closed. He's just like I was.
So there's nothing out.
What about Snuffy? Let Snuffy out.
I don't cause no more problems.
You stupid cunt.
All right.
All this
So
over
you
with
want to
now.
take care of?
I agree. It comes off that
So
way a
I
little
guess
bit.
Dave, you can tell the judge what the offer would be.
Abby,
Abby.
Is there amended off plea offer?
What did we say?
term.
Attempt retail fraud second, which would make it a 1 year.
He's going to take it?
Attempted retail fraud second would be 180 days.
6 months.
That's what the offer would be, and he's saying no contest. He doesn't really remember what happened, and I'd be okay with that. But it would save everybody time, taxpayers, court, free attorney, my time. It's just a nightmare.
Well, those are all positives, but there's also an underlying factor of due process. If the defendant contends he didn't do anything, he is entitled to have his hearing. I'm a little willing to do this if
Thank
he
you, Chris.
doesn't want to, but it will bring closure to this. Yeah, all those things are expedient, except there's a presumption of innocence and right to trial. But this is on video, and according to the affidavit, it seems pretty straightforward, but yet some sort of crooked scheme. So what Mr. Marvin is.
Again, the video's got to be him stealing the refrigerator. I guess
It's got to be
allegedly?
showing him trying to take the refrigerator. I'm guessing he didn't successfully remove it completely.
Yeah, that's what I'm
or
guessing.
there was a botched attempt to steal, but it's obviously 100% him on the video from everything the judge has said.
Offering is to dismiss the felony retail fraud charge. The habitual would also be dismissed for a plea to
Erica.
attempted retail fraud in the second degree, which is a misdemeanor.
And it's retail fraud, so he's at a store trying to steal a refrigerator. I missed that part. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Punishable by a fine of up to $500 and up to 180 days in jail. Part of this is your own damn fault because you showed up late for your own felony hearing. And everybody was here ready to go at 1 o'clock except you weren't. If you want, I can take your plea and I won't sentence you today because maybe you need to see this video. But Mr. Falkenstein,
Not
if
me.
you don't want to plead to this, you don't have to. We'll schedule it for a prelim 6 months from now when Ms. Hines is available on a Tuesday. So I don't want to jam this down your throat. If you want to do it to bring closure to this, fine.
6 months from now.
If you want to have your hearing, we can do that also.
I'm good.
All right, well, let's talk about this. Other than this misdemeanor plea agreement, did anybody threaten you to get you to plead to this?
I don't think so. You know, I don't know.
Is he crying?
No, I didn't think, but I just want to get it over with.
All right,
Getting too
well,
old. Me and you've been through a lot of stuff
you
together.
and I have known each other for about 40 years.
They used to date. We went through a lot together.
So that reflects on maybe not that long, but
Hey, especially when he's got vacation coming up, I think, like
Yeah.
now or the next couple days or something.
Yeah,
Next
he's
week.
heading out, and you know he's going to the Keys, baby.
Oh, you know it. It's time.
You yo-ho.
30 anyway.
Hey, we're not that old, I hope not.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there though.
All right. You understand that if you do enter this plea by guilty or no contest,
Two
gonna
very
give up the
successful
to
men.
hold trial.
Yes.
There'll be no
Robert.
trial. Understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you had a trial, you would have a right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf. But you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you. And you have the right to be presumed innocent if and until the state was able to prove your
My
guilt.
brother.
Now, and you
The
can hire an
guard,
attorney of your own choosing or go with court-appointed counsel. Now, this will resolve only this case. The other case in circuit court with Miss Casey Strong will still be pending. But, so do you wish to plead guilty or plead no contest?
Butt fucker 3000.
I know what you're talking about, Martin.
No contest, Your Honor.
All right.
No contest.
Sweet tea, isn't it so funny when
All
there's
right,
shoes on
this
another
is a little
person or
screwy,
whatever
so
that
let's
saying
talk
is?
about this.
Another foot.
The defendant
Or
and
hand.
another
Or hand.
person went into the Menards store.
Menards.
We've had
Grab me
several
by Menards.
lately. Home Depot doesn't charge anything, but Menards charges some. And they were involved in a previous theft, and then they came into the store and they were on video camera.
Hi, Jay.
The man and a small child went to the second story in the building where the merchandise is located, but there's no cameras. Reported to him, he witnessed the men looking at an expensive and then less expensive refrigerator. He watched the men on the video come from the elevator to check out number 5. At the checkout, the younger man took the child and left the store through the exit doors. The older man, which was you, was at the checkout and attempted to purchase the fridge. Simmons reported that the cashier tried to scan the barcode attached to the fridge and it did not return to anything.
Pam.
They also attempted to
Ooh.
scan the barcode with no success. They reported a team leader was contacted in hardware to attempt to locate the actual barcode from the fridge.
They got heavy roots in NASCAR, but also during the ARCA series, every single commercial, every thing that is on the broadcast that's sponsored, it's all Menards, the entire thing. But they have that really good Spectre. We've talked about it before. It's a brand of drink that they now carry in the $1.25 tree. Certain brands, but you got to try the root beer. It's amazing. It really is. But yeah, it's not.
So they were trying to do the old bait and switch, it sounds like.
Is that and he had his child with him too. That's always good. If you're ever going to steal anything, make sure to take your kids with you.
Well,
That's
it
appropriate.
sounds like it was a team. It was him, a younger guy, and a child. So I don't know if the child was in charge or what.
Nope.
I'm not going to say it. He wants us to say, what are gafers?
Gafers? Yeah, y'all remember that story called Gafers?
But they did the thing where they said they looked at a cheap refrigerator than the most expensive one. And then I'm guessing they took the tag off of the cheap one and tried to put it on the expensive one.
Yeah, and then try to buy the expensive one with a cheaper tag, and there's your.
Then they can return it, get the money.
Yeah, that's I think you're spot on. Exactly what they were doing.
Keep fucking with me until I promise you will not turn out good for you in the future.
Okay.
The man told
Well said.
you that you were helping your son remodel his kitchen.
Joel?
And then they verified that the barcodes were missing from the refrigerator. And they said they had the wrong fridge. So you never actually got away with anything, but according to, they took the barcodes found on the merchandise and they had a barcode for a mini fridge worth $2.99. and replaced it from the barcode on this Whirlpool 25 cubic foot freezer, which was worth $22.99.
See, that's where you're effing up. That's where you're effing up. Listen, you want a slight upgrade, you let it slide through. But I don't even know prices of refrigerators, but if you're coming through with a nice ass double thing, you get everything happening for $300, get the hell out of here. What an idiot.
$300 for this $3,000 refrigerator. What a deal.
Vincent, there's somebody over on Twitch right now, and they just commented. It's amazing. Doesn't happen very often.
What are you doing over here? We've got customers. Get over there.
Get your sword out. Start wielding your sword. Go do what you do.
Go over there and give them the sales pitch.
Jesus Christ, man. What are you doing?
Get in on it, Vinny.
Wow. Seriously, if you just upgraded like one or two, you probably could have they probably wouldn't have said a word. Wouldn't have thought about it at all.
But when it's obviously it says mini, probably says like mini fridge. And they look over and they're like,
yeah,
that's not a mini fridge.
Or one of those full-size, almost full-size fridge that they had on Voyeur Voyage.
Oh, yeah.
That, man cave.
He could have probably toted that one out.
Away with anything. That's why Mr. Marvin changed this to an attempt.
Thank you.
So it was a poor attempt to switch the scans. I think they would have noticed that a 25-foot cubic refrigerator wasn't going to be sold for $299. But anyway, he never got away with it. Your son, or he took off.
He headed towards the hills.
Nothing was actually taken. So I see what your lawyers were saying to bring this to a close.
Yeah, Tricia, 3 a.m. for us. Thankfully, it was the longest eerie sounding booms from the thunder was like forever long. I'm so glad it stayed just west of us. But that was 3 a.m. and that was getting scary. Alaska?
Alexa.
Miss R, welcome.
Good to see you. Great picture, by the
When
way.
you're in jail.
Your Honor, as part of your consideration as you're going through this, I wanted to tell you, this was expected to be, I told you when I first sat down, this was expected to be a waiver for a plea upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not have witnesses sitting here waiting.
Okay.
And I don't want him to, I don't want you to hold it.
Yes.
Okay.
So this was either going to be a waiver or resolution today.
Thank you.
All right. Well, the defendant was in the Branch County Jail.
47.
Oh,
so close.
Speaking of so close. So close. We were so close to almost finishing the show without one. Will Creed come back angry? Will he come back happy? Hey, Alexa, what's a Creed frame? That's right. That's right.
Hey, look, that was my fault. I had that up. I didn't even realize it was connected. Still shouldn't though.
It's all right. It was a good test run.
It's great.
I love the Philippines. I hope to one day retire there.
I can't give you credit from before you were arrested.
By the mango field.
Let's see. You got out on March 18th.
Good luck.
So January 29th is 2 days in January, 29 days in February, which is 31, and 18 days in March, which is 40.
No, that was my fault. That one. I tried to turn it off and I noticed that it was on. It was my doing.
By Creed's hand. An admission.
I'm sure that there'll be more but it will cut the internet just like as soon as I cut it for just a second, but I wasn't thinking.
41, 49 days. Are you living where are you staying?
I stay with my niece, Kristen Moping.
On Custard Road?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, watch it.
little.
He lives with his niece. That's great.
That's officially out in the boondocks.
Yes, sir.
Official.
I know I walked it a couple times to the store and it is a hike,
Well said.
but I do it. I'm in pretty good shape still for an old guy.
Well, yeah, old's relative. I'm about almost 20 years older than you are.
You know, okay, old. No, no. All right. Tell somebody.
He's
don't
buttering
like
him
that
up.
well.
Yeah. I'd still do you, Judge.
They'll all catch up with me one day.
It's already caught up to me and then some. I think I passed you and look like I'm older than you. It's about 20 years.
Welcome,
Agreed.
Casey.
Oh, hello.
Actually,
Of course.
13 years older than you.
And get
Did you get it right, Bob?
All right, 49 days jail, credit 49 days. There's a $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state minimum fee, and a $150 attorney fee.
See, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
$175. You're barred from Menards. for 1 year.
Yeah, I have not stepped foot back on that property and I'm not going to.
I'm gonna make this do. You gotta make some money.
Yeah, I got a big chop. I got to finish up. I got 3 walnuts and then a big white oak. It's 5 foot in diameter.
Oh, so he's a tree guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a big tree.
It's a
All
big
right.
tree. I'm
That's good money.
Gonna
I'm
make
sure he
that-
doesn't own the company, though.
You still got your circuit court case.
I'm guessing he's probably one of those cleanup guys.
You're free to go
When is that due by your end?
July 15th.
What a great case that was.
It's on the inside of the envelope there.
That's how much I'm going on.
I think this all started when he said, nice vest.
25 by July 15th, okay. All right. Go stay out of trouble. all
Yes,
right?
thank you, Judge.
Now she's being nice.
Does that finish
You
all of
need to
our
have Mr.
cases?
Marvin, okay?
Sir. And one you go there.
He is squirrely. Look how small he is.
This is timing.
They let him go up the tree.
Dave,
Hello, Lynn.
Loon.
Don't make it a habit.
Dave,
Dave's not
He's
here.
not
man.
here, man.
talk to Mr. Klein there. I don't know if he made any success at that. All right, I think we finished everything without having, well, Ross never came back with Mr. Hicks.
Ross Sapin?
Maybe.
Jack Hicks.
Oh,
That's
watch
not,
your
oh,
leg.
you know, that might be Josh.
Well, it wasn't set for today. He didn't show
Thank you,
up.
Lorraine.
Anyway, I heard you out there trying to talk. He just
Such a
believed
deep
what
out computer.
even,
Yeah, I know.
at least you attempted to talk to him, so.
Well, you know, we all believe in our family and somebody's got to. But one of these days, it's going to break his heart because too many times he vouches for him and then he,
Realizes he's.
and you know, he gets mad at law enforcement, but then he realizes one of these days he'll figure it out, or John will.
Kathy with 5 bones in the PP. She's still here.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're here for sentencing. Briefly charged with domestic violence.
On to the next.
Offense, 3 counts, and disturbing the peace. Prosecutor dismissed all the domestic violence charges, and the matter was set for sentencing today on this disturbing the peace charge. I wanted to read the police reports and get victim input. There's actually a complaint at Shonda Alberry. Is that you? And I did read the police report and it disturbed my peace. This happened on Michigan Avenue in the neighborhood I grew up in when I was a kid.
His hood.
100 yards
Stomping
from where I
grounds.
grew up. And disturbed the neighbors and you were just out of control. According to the report, you were mad that your wife sold a car and got some money to support her and her kids, and you came over like a bull in a china shop once again and wanted the money or some of it.
Oh, hey, by the way, look, they were using the chalkboard. You guys always ask if they ever used that chalkboard.
Looks
Well,
like
there you
somebody
go.
drew eyes, and I like, aren't those
Score.
eyes? Interesting.
Yeah, just notice that. You just don't see that very often. Rosemary, she's a goat farmer now. She's one with the goats and running for something, allegedly.
That spilled out into the street. And you're yelling at her and knocking her down, and the neighbor lady said this happens all the time. I don't exactly know why it resulted in the plea that it did. I suspect there were some issues with the operating. I have
That's
a
the one.
victim impact statement.
Tin Man. Thank you.
Hallelujah. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of yelling at this house.
Not jail time.
Like I said, it's like a bullet in a china shop after he found out that
Ms.
the car
Oz,
was
what would you
sold.
like me to know?
Well, Your Honor, my client works at Applebee's.
Oh,
They have 4 children together.
well, we all just get kicked out of
My
Applebee's.
client, based on the events that happened here, he believes that most likely him and his wife are probably going to have to file for divorce. He
Yeah.
kinda has a
Over the
different,
car?
outlook on the way this went down. I mean, he went over there to get proceeds from a truck that was stolen, and that created, sold. And an argument ensued over the
It's a
money that was
Different case if it was stolen.
clearly I think that he would indicate that he tries to just walk away from incidents with his wife. I mean, he knows that there's just got to be a better way to get through. And a co-parent, they have 4 children together. He's got custody of one of the children.
My 19-year-old stays with me.
And then the other are with their mom. But
Where are you staying, William?
53516 North Fisher Lake Road.
Yeah, we talked about that before, just down the road from me. All right, so you're still out there.
Oh my God,
Are you still?
Josh just knocks himself.
All right, go
He
ahead.
lives on the lake. I know
Just worked
that.
7 days this past week.
Go ahead.
I think that's it, Your Honor. I mean, I think that, he wishes that, I think that there wasn't these tumultuous issues between him and his wife, and they could work everything out. It just seems that they definitely have differences of opinion, and it leads to arguments, and it just may be time for both of them to move on.
Especially since they live in separate places and don't even know when people are
Earl
selling
Mary,
stuff.
what would you like me to know?
It all sucks. 19 years of age, we left earlier. But I feel that if I don't move on, she'll be my prison sentence because she'll push me until the point one of us is gone.
Oh,
Tell me
So
about
that's right
this-
for my kids. So
Tell me
I think
about
it's
the
time to
sale.
Stop.
Tell me about the sale of this truck.
he's gonna killer.
We redid the engine in it. A few months later, my transmission went out. Got pushed back up into the driveway. The agreement was on 2 cars that were sold that we were supposed to split it because we both helped pay for them.
Now,
The first one,
Oh, that's it. That's what he wanted. He wanted money from the sale. That's what he wanted, not her using it for her shit with the kids. He wanted his cash. He wanted it now.
He wanted it all, probably. The thing that really will stand out in my mind is that it all sucks, Creed. Well put, well said, very articulate. And then he all but said if he didn't get a divorce from her, he was one of them was going to end up behind bars because they were going to
his prison sentence.
end
Yeah,
it.
I like how he says we just pushed her up in the yard. Pushed her up in the yard.
she didn't give me nothing off of.
you were not
She
living
told
there?
me when I came over to pick up when I come over that she would give me part of the money for the pickup truck. Because she didn't give me part of the money for the first car we got rid of. That she got rid of why she threw me out.
Okay, so you weren't living there at that time.
No, I was staying with her on and off. Because I don't know, she wants to string me along all she can.
All right, and
Well, she just wants some of that
there
good
was
loving.
no child support order in place.
No.
Were you giving her money to help the kids?
Yeah, I was giving her my Applebee's check free and clear every 2 weeks until she threw me in jail. Then I stopped it from going to her.
All right.
Not the
So how
Applebee's
much
check.
did this truck sell for?
I told her I wanted to sell it for no less than 800. As far as what she actually sold it for, I couldn't tell you, sir.
So you're having a fit over $400 or less.
Well, what do you say we get thrown out of an Applebee's?
Guys, I thought we were
Yeah.
talking thousands, man.
No, I did too. Yeah, free and clear, shooting over them Applebee's checks every 2 weeks. You know,
Yeah,
that
take
lady,
the entire thing. Go ahead. Live your best life.
I
I
would-
want to know that my kids and old lady are secure in a great future with all of this Applebee monies just rolling in.
I was definitely thinking in the thousands as well, not an
Yeah.
$800 truck. And that's what he wanted to sell it
I
for.
wanted 800 and shit. No telling what she sold it for.
Yeah, 800.
Plus, I'm not sure why I don't make the decisions about what the charges are.
Thank
what
you,
they're
music.
Reduced to. But this
Appreciate it.
happened in front of witnesses. The neighbor lady saw it all. Police saw you were a huge horse's ass when the cops got there. Um,
Probably because I had just been punched in my face, sir. 3 times while I was sitting in my van
punched by who?
by the complainant.
Well, that doesn't give you a right to abuse the cops. Now, what the neighbor lady said and what the kids said differs from your version, but
This
Marissa,
guy.
do you wish to provide any input?
Please do. Let's hear.
Oh,
there's nobody there.
This is not a domestic assault charge. That was dismissed, but I suppose you're arguably a complainant for
Mello?
Hello,
disturbing.
Mello. Oh, there she is.
Oh, there we are.
Are you Shonda Alberry?
I am.
And what would you like me to know?
The incident that had occurred that day, William had,
Mhm.
the truck had broke down across the road, but we were having previous issues with it the week before,
Shocker.
where it was only going 20 miles an hour and he was frustrated with it. Well, the transmission finally went out on it.
Uh-oh.
It was abandoned across the road with transmission fluid all over the ground.
So right on Michigan Avenue there?
Yeah, right across, like diagonal from our house. He sent me a
On the
message
street or in a parking lot?
on the street.
Okay.
He had sent me a message and said, sorry, I can't be the man that you want me to be, and I'm done. I am moving to Colorado. The truck is on the side of the road. Therefore, I had to take the truck and get it back to the house so it wouldn't get impounded. And the agreement was I did sell the truck for $800. He was giving me half of his Applebee's check, which was only a couple $100 every 2 weeks to help with the kids. And a friend,
So he didn't
a
work
female
much.
friend,
He didn't work much at the Applebee's, I guess, because if it's
You
only
know.
a couple hundred every 2 weeks,
Hey, you know, but that's half, Creed. He had to keep, because I was thinking, I was like, how's this guy living? Yeah, he's giving up all his monies to her, allegedly.
she knows how to jam through them gears. Oh, hi, Eileen.
Hello, Eileen. Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
no,
Eileen.
had a 3-year-old, and she was kicked out of her house. She asked to crash on my couch for 2 weeks. I told her, yeah. The kids said, Mom, we can't let her sleep in the car with her 3-year-old. He stopped helping with the kids.
Kids were
I've had the
masterminds.
kids in my possession, in my care for 9 months now with no help.
I'm
from
guessing
him.
washing dishes or microwave
Because
operator.
He proceeded to say that if he wasn't allowed to stay in his house, no one else was.
Yeah, this happened in September. So
Yes.
you're saying you've got no child support since September?
I did for a couple of weeks afterwards, yes. But when I decided to help a friend out that we both knew of, he stopped it. His Applebee's check was going into a joint account, and I gave him half of it every time it hit the account. The $400 for the truck,
You don't
I
like it.
used to pay his rent because he then stopped helping with the kids.
Allegedly.
And the argument that day that did expire, I did tell him that I had the money, but it was in the bank, and that was not good enough for him. So he proceeded to say, okay, you're not gonna give me my money, so I'm gonna take $400 worth out of the house. So he went in the garage and took all the tools out of the house that we both bought. And, proceeded to go into the house and broke the microwave, which his children used to eat. And yeah.
Most important thing in the house.
Are
Sure.
fed up with it.
And
I'm fed
Applebee's.
up with it. The kids are fed up with it. We can't. We
Well,
don't see.
He
eye to
hasn't
eye.
been, he hasn't been back there since September, correct?
No, but he has proceeded to go buy the house and rev his engine and
I can see
else.
that.
Where you live
Yeah,
right on the
he does
main,
Yeah,
street
100%.
there. All right, this is a divorce case. They call them district court divorce cases. They come in different varieties: domestic assault, sometimes small claims, sometimes landlord-tenant cases. But this isn't a divorce court. There was no indication about any physical assault from the complainant. It's just a fight about petty money stuff, and you're about as petty as it could get. If you had a legitimate child support order, you wouldn't like it very much, and you give some money when you feel like it.
We have an open case in Indiana for a divorce, and I have been to Indiana. William has physical custody of the kids. The kids are supposed to live with him.
Oh,
Therefore,
that's a twist and a turn there, huh? That's interesting.
That was unexpected. Well, he did say one of them does, the 19-year-old.
Probably on their own will then at that point.
By the way, I would like to apologize for all the banging that just happened. There's been a wasp in the studio for the last 3 days.
Oh, no.
And it was finally within arm's reach, so I grabbed my puzzle box.
Yes.
And I smashed it to death.
So make sure you extra, because they somehow even squished can come back and get you.
I know. I got my eye on him.
Okay.
I got my eye on him. He's
Good,
going
good
down.
work. That's
Thank you.
good.
Just want to brag
All
a
right.
little.
So interesting. And apparently they're already getting divorced, but in Indiana?
Yeah, and he's supposed to have them damn youngins.
Yeah, something happened there, Eileen. I would imagine.
Maybe she ran off with that lady behind her.
Oh. Is she from the Midwest?
not get food stamps for the children or any type of help.
Well, nobody lives in Indiana, so I'm not sure how you ended up with a Indiana divorce.
We lived there prior and that was.
So
good,
is the
but,
divorce pending?
I was told that it was closed because he filed for a case closure.
But you're not actually divorced.
No, we're still legally
So close.
married. And
Well, he's right. Somebody needs to take the step here in Michigan.
Yeah, I've tried to get it transferred to Michigan.
No, shy. We don't F with none of the long form stuff.
Yeah, that's somebody else's stuff, and there'll be so many people covering that kind of stuff as just like with the Daybell stuff. It's all going to be covered by everybody. So we try and do something not everybody else is doing at that.
More fun, like people that switch the price tags on a refrigerator kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Applebee's checks going to waste.
That's right.
And Indiana will not transfer it because they're saying that it's still open in Indiana.
Well, again, that's a divorce case, and I'm here on a disturbing the peace.
Correct.
I'm going to order 4 days jail credit, 4 days. He spent 4 days in jail. A $75 crime victim's right.
Yeah, the kids are the ones who are real victims here.
Always sad for the kids.
Attorney fee. That's $350, and that's all money away from your family. The bond that he had to post to get out of jail was money away from your family.
Yes.
But I'm going to give you some time to pay this. I'm going to make it due by June 30th.
Exactly. Proud of it.
Somebody needs to file for divorce and memorialize things, or maybe you'll live together happily ever after. I don't know. But you're right. The neighbors are sick of it. The cops are sick of it. You were very rude to the police. $350 by June 30th. Now, there's not a no contact order. He's no longer on bond. If you wish to have no contact, you're going to have a personal protection order, and you can request on here. But you guys have children in common. You need to be able to talk to each other. This isn't good for your kids. And breaking their microwave might have made you feel better in the temporary, but you don't have any money, and now your kids can't microwave food. Somebody will microwave you. Anyway, but disturbing the peace.
Oh my God.
It isn't more than that, but that's what I've got. So you're free to go, Miss Alberry. Mr. Alberry, you wait here with me for a minute. You're free to go.
Oh boy.
This is another case.
And Catherine, best to your sister, by the way, with the brain surgery thing. I just saw that. I had to scroll back up. I missed it. I'm sorry.
That is tough. That's a tough one.
Best wishes to all of you, your family. On to the next, I guess. You got a shorty here.
Yeah.
Prosecutor input on.
Poor kids.
And I'm sorry that I don't. But
if you broke the door, they can hold the door on while it's microwaving.
Or at least I hope Stoney or somebody would be here. Maybe
Stoney.
Input.
Do you think he's going to have his breasts on when he comes into court?
Oh, I hope so.
Boy, it's been a long time since I've seen Stoney. Yeah, I thought he was dead.
Allegedly.
Mr. Rittman was charged with assaulting a public officer.
Thank you, bond claim.
Which is a felony, similar to resisting and obstructing. The matter was reduced to assault and battery. Mr. Rittman was very upset about this housing situation, what was going on at the trailer park here in Centerville Plum Court.
Oh boy.
Assaulted Mr. Major. And the defendant owned it. Mr. Major doesn't have much to say. He just recommended counseling. Ms. Ives, what would you like me to know?
Is he sick or something?
Well, Your Honor, I think my client is doing the things that he needs to be doing to keep his anger in check. I mean, he certainly has issues that are going on, and at the time he had been drinking on that particular day, which exasperated the circumstance. He is seeing or he's in therapy to address his issues.
Now, back up for a minute. Who are you seeing?
Miss Lisa Velez.
All right, so you're still, I was hoping maybe Lisa or
Great
Stone
voice.
would be here today. So you're still in counseling with Lisa?
Yes, sir. I've got an appointment on the 3rd to go see her again.
I know who that is.
No.
April 3rd.
Mark
When's
the
your
bagger.
last appointment?
Mark the bagger.
So every other week.
Now, are you still at Plum Court?
Yes, sir.
Have they worked that out?
I don't know. I haven't seen any eviction notices from the courts, just the one that they sent, that the manager dropped off. I know Mr. Stoney had told me he was gonna try to work and call them, and they hadn't called him, but then he tried to call back. We are paying rent again today, so I didn't cost us our home, and that we're.
You say us, who else lives there?
Hey, that's at 5:30 tonight, right? We got a case.
That is. It is tonight. If you're watching right now and we got a case and you want to see some more of us doing this same kind of stuff, 5:30 Eastern, go ahead, join, become a member. It's a very small crowd. We'd love to see it get bigger. Come on over and do it with us.
My wife does, sir.
Okay. They have not filed a landlord-tenant case. I don't see anything in our system.
Your Honor, if I may, also, I should indicate that on March 4th, I did get a letter from Lisa Velez that did indicate that that Mr. Rittman, a veteran, is attending his first therapy session on February 22nd of 2024, and his second one was on March 4th. And then obviously Mr. Rittman reported he was there on March 20th and has another appointment scheduled for this week. Wednesday. So he is maintaining those sessions, and I think that hopefully will help him, work through the mood difficulties that he's had. And of course, he has indicated that he hasn't had any alcohol since the incident there. So.
All right, I'm gonna do a 12-month probation, which will be discharged at the end of 6. I'm gonna order 11 days jail credit 1, and I'm gonna defer 10 days.
Oh, I thought I was about to send them for 10 days.
11 days served, 10 are deferred. Fine is 0. There's a $75 crime victims' rights fee, $50 state minimum fee, $150 attorney fee, and a $480 probation oversight fee. You can be done with this probation after 6 months if you do a good job on it. 75, 50, 150, and 480. 755.
7:55 and no jail time. I'm fine with that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
I'd be
gonna
like,
do within 1
thanks, Judge.
year. I want you to continue counseling with Lisa Velez.
Counseling probably is what helped him
Mm.
stay out of jail.
Mhm.
Sign a release.
Excuse me.
No assaultive or threatening behavior. No drugs and no alcohol. Test as needed.
So no fun in the trailer park.
So I'm doing this probation to keep you away from drugs and alcohol. Continue your VA counseling. No further incidents in the trailer park. Mr. Major wasn't asking for anything other than counseling. You're already in counseling. I'm just doing this to ensure that you stay in it.
Yes, sir.
This is an A and B, not a DD, so it isn't a deferred case. But this is similar to that type of case.
Oh, there
So
was.
then I
Did you
went
see?
to
Oh, we
that-
got to go back. Hold on. I've got to see what's on there. Did you see that?
Oh, I missed that.
There it is. Oh, happy Easter! It's some paw prints here, little bunny print.
Oh,
That's what it
okay.
is. I can't tell the other
Somebody drew a basket,
basket and a rabbit.
rabbit.
Scary.
Those are some perfect prints. They must have picked up the Easter bunny and like stuck his feet up.
Like, yeah, picked it up and just went like a quick
Oh.
stamp.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Nice. Glad we figured that out.
All right, Mr. Rittman, I want you to take that form downstairs to the probation department. Take the stairs, the elevator down to the lower level, and that'll get you plugged in at what you need to do.
Okay.
I'd like to get some updates from Ms. Velez, and I'm pleased that you've got the availability of VA services, because they've got some good services and not everybody's eligible for them. So you're good to go.
I'm very thankful for it too, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robin.
All right, that completes our morning. We did get all 6
I think that was everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Was whoever sent those in? Seriously, big golf clap. Those were fantastic.
Those are all good.
Very good.
Well done.
Very good ones. The shout out express, Mary Brown. I say Mary Brown. Thank you, Gary. There you is, Gary. Chrissy, known gifter, not here now. He'll be back at 405 East with us. Kathy with some PP. We love the PP. Tin Man with, I believe, a late fee. Flusha, thank you. Sweet Tea as well with 5 gifts. We'll see 5 extra people tonight at 5:30. I should say today. 5:30 is not so much tonight, but it is in my world when you wake up really early. For members only, for We Got a Case. Ta-da.
Ta-da. Don't forget, there'll be a premiere happening. It's not quite up yet. It'll be up in the next 10 minutes or so. It is a Judge Stevens who Creed confessed his affection for last week, said he really liked this judge. It's an interesting case of a guy that's he's going to have a trial for a very serious matter 2 weeks out, Creed, and he hasn't paid his attorneys. And the attorneys are trying to get out of being his attorney 2 weeks before a case that's been going on for 4 years.
Not paid a dime. Nice.
So you're going to want to see that. There's another case on there as well. It's just as good. So make sure you're there for the premiere happening in just 1 hour from now over on Creedence and Mikey. Make sure you check it out. There was a premiere yesterday, by the way, on We Got a Case that only a few of you checked out, but I'm telling you, you've got to watch it.
Well, I watched the one about the Amish. Did I miss one? I watched one with the pallet makers.
But there was one yesterday at that went up on We Got a Case of a couple. The guy wants a PPO against the lady, claiming that she's going to exterminate him, beat him up, and well, you just got to see it. It's a very visual thing, and you'll see some great TripAdvisor reviews for a hotel that was mentioned during the case. I put up 2 fabulous reviews from the I think it was called the Anchor Inn.
Ooh, that's one we haven't we haven't
oh boy, the beautiful rave reviews. So make sure you go back and watch that. But until the time that happens, stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. We hope to see you later on for Wild Warming Wednesday as well at 405. It'd be nice. Take care, kids.
Thank you. That was very nice.
No, thank you.
Well, I won't be here at 11 p.m.
Oh, me neither.
What the heck?
What's wrong?
Think about what you call yourself online.
Mikey the Legend?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Stop eating.
Well, I can't help it. I have a disorder.